Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's Crypto News Roundup for August 25th, 2025. I'm your host, Christopher, bringing you the latest cryptocurrency developments from the past 24 hours. The market is showing mixed signals after a volatile weekend, with Bitcoin recovering from a flash crash, Ethereum pulling back from an all-time new high. The global crypto market has dipped to around $3 trillion, reflecting a 1 to 3% decline, while trading volume holds steady at $187 to $480 billion. Let's dive into the key stories shaping the crypto world today. Bitcoin flash crash and Ethereum highs. Bitcoin took a hit after a whale dumped 24,000 Bitcoin worth over $2.7 billion US, triggering a flash crash that sent prices below $110,000. It's since stabilized around $112,000 to $113,000, down 1.4 to 2.3% in the last 24 hours, with support at 110% and resistance near 115%. Ethereum, meanwhile, hit a new all-time high of $4,955 yesterday, but has slipped to $4,592 to $4,776, reflecting a 1 to 3.2% drop. Despite the pullback, ETH is up 9.3% weekly, outperforming Bitcoin, with analysts eyeing support at 4,600 and resistance at 5K. Other top coins like XRP is down 0.5 to 2%, similar with Solana and Dogecoin, while BNB is down 0.3 to 0.4, held relatively steady. Top gainers include Qtum, Neo, and VeChain, while Barachain and Pudgy Penguins were the losers. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index sits at a neutral 50, reflecting investor caution after $866 million in liquidations. Moving on, institutional and regulatory shifts. Institutional activity is making waves. Tokyo-based MetaPlanet added 103 Bitcoin to its holdings, now at 18,991, and joined the FTSE Japan Index, signaling growing mainstream adoption. Bitcoin spot ETFs saw 23.15 million in outflows, while BlackRock losing 198.81, while Ethereum ETFs bucked the trend with 341.16 million in inflows. In Hong Kong, crypto ETFs surged over 9%, with Bosera and Harvest Ethereum ETFs leading the charge. Japan's finance minister is pushing for a crypto-friendly environment, and the country's updated 5-year innovation plan emphasizes Web3 and AI. Hong Kong's new crypto banking rules, effective January 2026, will require a 1-to-1 capital ratio for blockchain exposure. Layer Zero's $110 million acquisition of Stargate aims to boost DeFi operability, approved by 95% of Stargate's DAO. On to the next. Whale moves and market dynamics. Whale activity is driving volatility. A Bitcoin whale's massive sell-off sparked the flash crash, but some argue this is healthy for the long-term market monetization. An Ethereum whale sold 10,425 ETH for $51.7 million in profit. Oh my goodness. While another trader adjusted 125,000 leveraged ETH position to avoid liquidation, a hacker netted 2.04 million from selling 5,001 ETH, and trader James Wynn faced partial liquidation on a leveraged Dogecoin position. Oh no, poor James. Poor guy. That sucks. On the altcoin front, analysts Chris Bernesky, and I just want everybody to know this is not financial advice. I am literally just trying to make some entertainment news, so please don't take this as financial advice. On the altcoin front, analyst Chris Bernesky predicts Solana will outperform Ethereum and Bitcoin, while Pudgy Penguins targets $50 million in revenue in the 2027 IPO. Stablecoins are holding nearly $200 billion in U.S. treasuries, making them the 17th largest holder globally. Binance announced BitLayer, trading on its alpha and futures platform starting August 27th with up to 50 times leverage. I don't really like leverage at all. It's terrible. So I'm just... let's not talk about leverage. I don't like it. USDC adoption on Ethereum has soared, with monthly transfers up 300% to $748.3 billion since January 2024. Ondo Finance has emerged as the second largest issuer of tokenized funds, trailing only BlackRock. However, Ethereum's Vitalik Buterin noted that prediction markets need better incentives to boost trading volumes. On a somber... let's not talk about prediction markets anymore. So some analysts are saying that Bitcoin's dip is a potential precursor to an altcoin season, which would be great. Again, this is not financial advice. I have no idea what's going to happen. It could all go to zero, and all right, and then we'll go on to the next thing, maybe. With liquidity shifting to Ethereum and Solana, though, it is pointing to something that looks like a possible altcoin season. However, tariff-driven inflation risks could limit the Fed's rate cut flexibility. Yes, if more tariffs and stuff keeps coming up every time a little bit before we possibly get a rate cut, it's not going to happen. Keeping markets volatile. Investors should watch Bitcoin's $109,000 support and Ethereum's $4,600 to $4,650 range. With sentiment neutral and macro uncertainty lingering, caution is key. That's all for today's Crypto News Roundup. The market's wild ride continues, so stay tuned and informed and trade wisely. Again, this is not financial advice, so please, if you're going to look for financial advice, go to a professional and seek their opinions. But what's your take on today's volatility? We all sort of think we know what we're talking about. Drop it in the comments. Let me know. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. This is the first of many. Gonna try to do a few a day. See how it goes. This is Christopher with CNEN. Take care.